guys, this is Denise here from Seuss Art, and I am so excited. I know I always am. Okay, these are my hands. They feel really good today, despite how cold it is outside there. Yeah. But I got an email from one of my followers. Thank you so much. And they wanted to know if I would. This is just a personal doodle that I've been working on over time with alcohol ink. But they wanted to know if I would do just one leaf and walk them through the one leaf process. Now, keep in mind, guys, the colors are whatever you want them to be. Okay, I'm just using a certain set of colors, and because that's what's in my brain. Again, this is my first layer, and I am also using transparent Yupo paper, which is very cool for this type of thing, because on the back, because you can see through it, see how you can see the words right there? Transparent. I can then apply colors to enrich the other side. So this green has given this leaf a whole new look. Now I just did the one because, again, I'm going to be building colors, and I wanted to give it a shot, and I love it. It's put some really nice green in between. See? Ooh, look at that. Kind of changed it from its brethrens a little bit. So without hesitation, let's get her done. Oh, no, I am going to pause this because, I gotta get a Nicorette. Back in a sec. Okay, all better. See, I quit smoking 5 years. I'm getting ready to say 6 years now. 6 years ago. Woo! But I still enjoy my nicotine, so I buy these little pills and I cut them up and I suck on them. Okay, so now I'm all set. Oh, don't forget the un poco de vino. It's not vino, it's good beer. All right. Not a kid-friendly show, not a kid-friendly show. As a matter of fact, I make a point now with their new rules to mark that box adults only. So we can cuss and have fun, but not gonna do that right now. I want to thank my fan subscriber for her email. It was hard for it was a late email, and I apologize for that because they went through my Twitter and got my junk email or my junk email account at Yahoo. So at the bottom of this, in the comments, I'm going to give y'all my real email that I look at every day and actually get notifications from. So if there's anything you want to see me do, I'll be more than happy to give you a shout out. This one was anonymous, so we're going to leave it like that. And we'll work together and have some fun, right? Invite your friends. Okay, so these are Touchnew Alcohol markers, and they have two sides, a thickie and a thinny, and they're very inexpensive. I will leave you a link to this. They're less than $1 a piece. You get like 68 or 120, I think, is what you get for $68. So you do the math. You get a lot for a little, and when they start going, and they do, you can immediately turn them into alcohol inks, and my favorite is the burnt sienna. The burnt sienna makes a beautiful alcohol ink. Okay, so we're gonna do a leaf. Let's pick a leaf, 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 pick a leaf. How about this one? Because I think this one's gonna have some bending properties, and let's do this one. Okay, we're gonna do this leaf, and I'm gonna bring it down just far enough so I don't hit my head on this thing up here, right there, right there, yeah, hits me anyway. Oh, today's sounds are brought to you by my husband. He's up in the living room this time, and he says it's quieter than being right next door over here, which I have to agree it is, because he plays less loud stuff when he's in the front room. Okay. Living room. So we're gonna play with this one. The first thing I want to do is saturate it with yellows. So I have yellow and melon yellow, whatever that is. I think if I was a cantaloupe, that might be a cantaloupe color. I don't know. I kind of want to this is just the way I do it. So if y'all are looking for a process, you came to the wrong place. Because I'm just gonna throw this stuff down. And if you haven't already done so, get yourself some of these, and I'll leave a link below for this too. I love them. They're great. I have I use them for both watercolor and alcohol. This one is filled with alcohol, and I'll show you my box. So I got a set of markers once, 45 permanent markers. I made alcohol inks on them, and then I saved the box because not only is that not cool, that is so cool. But it holds my pens, and the majority of these are filled with water or filled with color. So I got these over here filled with alcohol inks. I mean, you can fill them with whatever you want. I mean, you could fill one with just blending solution and, you know, go in and do your stuff or whatever. But they're amazing. They come in a ton of different sizes, thicknesses and widths and pointy tips and flat tips and all sorts of tips. There's a tip. All right. So I threw down 2 yellows, and I'm gonna throw down some burnt sienna, because you're gonna see how we define our edges this way, right? You see how crisp this edge is here? It's so much fun to create that. I love that. It doesn't have to be perfect. And you can also decide while you're doing this to, all right, I'm gonna bring you down now. Okay, that's as far as you're going, because I don't want to hit my head. So I'm now gonna, let's put some more of that in there. Let's kind of go, woo. Doesn't that look silly? Okay, but we're actually gonna turn it into this. So I'm gonna start playing with the yellow first. And as you drag it, you see you can create a sharp line. So I'm gonna go into this brown, and I'm gonna start to define the leaf. The leafy. Leafy. It's a pretty leafy. See how we've defined that somewhat? Take it up here, you see that? So you have a definition line, and then you have the ink. See where we haven't defined and we have? Go slowly. Normally I have my head right down here, because you know I'm an old lady and getting blind as a bat. Definitely need a new prescription going on. So I'm going to take some of this beautiful brown and pull it out to use it later. And sometimes you have to dry your alcohol ink filled vessel, because it'll bring too much out and you start getting spots and stuff. I think he's doing what's he doing? Running all the chords. So the studio is done, guys. It's done. It's ready to be inhabited by my camera and stuff. I got my camera in. It needs an SD card. I was gonna go out and get one, but I am so comfy warm in the house right now that it's my last day off before a full week, and I'm resting. I'm resting and painting. Gotta be you. Gotta be you. You know. So now we've kind of defined that. I'm going to come up and start pulling this brown and mixing it with the yellow. Call me mellow yellow. Anything that I don't want to keep, I'm going to pull to the edge to give me a sharp edge. Don't be afraid. I mean, just get in there and do it. I'm going to start pulling the dark colors out to give that that view of a leaf. Now this has a little bit of a ways to go. You know, we've just started. Just started her. We're gonna give her contours. Claire de Veloux. But it's not. That could be very classical music he's doing right there. Da 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 da. My ears. So a lot of you guys don't know, but my husband is a cancer survivor. He had, I quit smoking, I guess 3 years before he did. And he ended up with some cancer on his vocal cord, one of his vocal cords. Had to go through all that stuff, and they got it. They nipped it. And you know, it used to be I couldn't understand him because he had such a soft voice. But I became a really good lip reader. But now he's got this beautiful voice. I mean, it's amazing how it's changed. It's like Jack Klugman. I don't know, a lot of you don't know who Jack Klugman was, but I'm going to move this stem because it looks like it needs to be moved. There. See how you can move the inks? All right. Kind of have an idea of what we want to do for color. So that's pretty sharp. Pretty sharp. So I'm going to go back over it with mahogany and just kind of wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it. Squiggly wiggly. And then again, defining the space. I spin a lot. Why am I so quiet? Because this is something you I don't know. It's hard to explain. Now that is one pretty sharp. Pretty sharp. Bring in the love shot. Just gonna kind of pull a little depth from the corner. And my ink is getting to be too much, so I just do like this. For this demonstration, guys, I am using a flat, a small flatty. Small flatty. There, I like that a lot. So let me show you. It blends in with all the rest of them really well. I love that texture right there. I'm going to show you what we can do with the back. Let's add some forest green. And this is grassy green. Grass green, forest green. Boop. I'm just gonna throw that right on top. Now what you're doing on the back doesn't have to be perfect, folks. Just stay in the lines. Just gotta stay in the lines, stay in the lines. Whoa. I like to leave a couple of negative GGBs. Now I'm just going to kind of squiggle them up and go for that sharp line. Again, you're just pushing the ink to the edge, which defines your line. And we're almost done. Not too worried about definition or defining things down in here, because this is all about the back side. Voila! Mon ami. There's a little tiny green on here still, so I'm going to just push it in here. I gotta define my line. Ta-da! Alright, we've done a full leaf from start to finish. You see how that beautiful green has come up from the back? And that's just, I would say, layer one of, I'm probably going to do 3 layers on these guys. This is a great example where the burnt sienna gives you a beautiful, beautiful leafy color and structure. I'm really having fun with this, and I'm so glad that that I was asked this question. And so I'm going to keep working on this for a while. I might take a break for another week or so, but I love it. It's something I love coming back to, and every time I do, I have already learned something different as far as, I don't know. My brain just does this. Don't ask. I don't know, but every time I hit this back up, I'm better at something. I don't know why. It's just fun. So go out and have you some fun today. Art for art's sake. Thank you to all my new subscribers, and a big shout out to my husband for his sounds. He got really close to Claire de Lune. Have a wonderful weekend, you guys. Ciao bella.